Hi, and welcome to the Happy Old Campers. I'm David.
And I'm Paige. Today we look forward to bringing you along with us as we begin our 10-day pop-up camper adventure at beautiful Gulf State Park in Alabama. We'll be riding on their 28 miles of bike trails and enjoying these beautiful white sandy beaches.
We'll tour the Gulf State Pier, do some fishing in their beautiful freshwater lakes, and maybe do some alligator watching.
So come along with us.
Let's go. Welcome back to the Happy Old Campers.
I'm Paige.
I'm David.
Today we thought we would show you around the pop-up and show you some of the ways that we've organized for this trip.
So we're in a 2019 Forest River Viking camper, and it only weighs about 1,600 pounds, so you can tow this with about anything.
So as soon as you come into the front door of the pop-up, which is the only door of the pop-up, you're in the little entranceway. So come on into the dinette. Here's our table, which seats at least 4 people. Behind that, we have a sink and a 2-burner gas stove. Now, for this trip, we've decided not to even hook up the sink or the gas to the gas stove, and we're just doing all of that stuff outside the camper because we like to be outside a whole lot. So over above the dinette, we have this beautiful full window. Right now, it's the time of day down here on the Gulf Coast where the sun is just blasting in. Both sides, roll that down so that you have just total screen and air coming through, which is just really nice when the sun's not blasting you. Okay, so come on back this way a little bit and you'll see our bedroom. And again, we have the windows going all the way around, and in cooler weather we would have these down and just letting the outside breeze come in. But right now, a huge perk of this pop-up is we do have an air conditioner, which is really delightful. And then above each bed we have these little fans, and you can adjust them to high or low. And also, you have your own little night light here. It's really nice. I'm going to zip this back up to keep in our cool air right now. Okay, and then across from the kitchen, you'll see we have some storage area. And we have a nice little storage unit down here that holds quite a bit. And then another one here. And I will show you in a minute all of these boxes and what's in them, because I think that might be really helpful to some of you who are just getting going in the camping world, and maybe give you some little tips and tricks. Okay, and then we have a little nightstand drawer, and in that we just keep our flashlights and matches and some other odds and ends. Then underneath the sink and the stove. So what we're keeping here are our plates because they're too big to fit in a box down there. And then we have some other items right here. I have this one labeled as the stove grates and the sink strainer. And what that is actually this strainer and these grates. The reason we store them under here in a box is because when we tow the camper behind the truck, this whole system comes up and over, it flips over so that the electricity is automatically disabled in the camper. So that's a safety feature that's nice. Then underneath the sink and the stove and the cabinetry, we have a 3-way refrigerator. And what that means is that it can run off of gas, electricity, or battery. I had to look at David to make sure I got that right. But it's been very nice feature. But along with this tiny refrigerator, we also keep a cooler with ice and some of our other cold food. Okay, on top of the cabinetry over here, you see we're just using this as storage for fresh fruits and veggies, and magnifying mirror because I can't see my face without my glasses on. So that's been really handy because I've had at least 2 eyelashes in my eye, and I've removed them with this magnifying mirror. Okay, and then let's move along to the other side of the camper. And on the opposite end of the camper, we have our guest room. Again, it has the nice windows all the way around, and if you unzip them, and if you're in cooler weather, that's the way to go. Okay, so our guests can stay here, but when they're not here, this is where David and I store our clothes. So he's got his over here in his big duffel bag. I've got mine just in a basket from home, and then this is what I use to go to the bathhouse to take showers. It's got my towel and shampoo, soap, all that stuff. Okay, and then we also brought a luxury item from home, the tiny microwave. It has been handy, although we haven't used it a whole lot. When we do use it, it's handy. Underneath, we have more storage. We keep our small cooler inside. Down here at the Gulf, it is hot. It's in the 90s outside, and it's not a super fancy cooler, so inside is better where we have cool air. Okay, and there's a little more storage in this tiny camper, and that would be underneath the seating area of the dinette table. Very easy access. Just remove the cushions, and there's some plywood over here, and you just simply pull it up and put whatever else you need to store down in there. Right now we have some extra odds and ends. And on the other side of the dinette, this side actually is not storage, it's more for the electronics of the camper. Okay, so I think that's about it for the inside, and we'll take you to the outside. Welcome to the outside of our little pop-up home. So here we have a nice little seating area that we enjoy a lot. We have the awning that came with the pop-up and goes out enough to shade us from the hot sun. We do keep a little fan out here so that we can have some extra breeze when it's just not breezy like it is right now naturally. We have our 2 chairs. We have a small rug that we put out to keep dirt from going in. And then over here is one of my favorite parts, which is the outdoor kitchen. And we purchased this little aluminum table, very lightweight, very easy to set up, and our Lodge Dutch oven. And below that we have our little cooktop that is actually electric, very easy, handy to use. And then our little hot pot for heating up water for tea or whatever we might want some hot water for. And behind me is the laundry room with the towel rack. And then on the edge of the little sitting area, we have some outdoor lights, and they're on right now, but you can't really tell. They're little lanterns, and they're battery powered, which comes in handy. You don't even need to plug them in. And until next time, thank you for watching.
And remember, if you never do anything, you never do anything.
Feel free to subscribe to our channel. See you next time.